Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this, afternoon? I thought it was still morning. It is chilly in this house. I had to put the air conditioning up because it's hot outside. So it stay nice and cool inside and be more alert, be more awake, and get a lot more things done. Because if you are warm, you're more relaxed and you're have a higher tendency of going for a nap. So, and I don't feel like going for a nap today because there's other things that need to get done. Isn't there always, right? Okay, so today we're going to talk about the four color personalities and what I've learned about myself after a beautiful conversation I had with Marina Simone. If you don't know who she is, she's the creator of Mums in Heels group, and she is awesome. She is a superstar when it comes to building your business online on social media and mainly on Facebook. Okay, so I will. Okay, and this is where I already knew one of my color personalities, but it never actually clicked that that was more of my dominant personality. But now you guys are probably like, "Oh, I already knew that, Yana. I already knew that. How come you didn't know that?" That's because you don't always pay attention to yourself. And you don't always realize these things about yourself, and that's why other people, when they point it out to you, you're like, oh, really? I had no idea. Okay, so the four color personalities are yellow, blue, green, and red. Okay, so yellow is basically a person, think of a person who is just wants to help everyone. Okay, this screen is like timing up pretty quickly. I'm on a tablet today, guys. And plus I have notes as well. There's my green personality, which we'll get to it. Okay, so yellow personality is basically supportive, nurturing, like nurses and teachers, not interested in hard business side, but will want to help others. Can be indecisive, high credibility, well organized, great multitasking. But then again, we all know multitasking, such thing is a myth. It does not exist. So think of that as help. I'm not sure who Mr. Rogers is, but that's basically the what's the word? Example of a person that they're using, Mr. Rogers. But someone who wants to help. They're slow and deliberate people. Blue personality. This is definitely me. I would say I'm a split personality, not so much of a red, but that is where I'm going to be going towards, okay? So blue personality, think of a cheerleader, right? Someone who will cheer you on and help you be happy and excited self as well. So love fun, adventurous, love meeting new people, enjoy selling, not so much. Always talking and tells long stories. Yes. That is me. The screen is really getting on my nerves. Okay, won't listen. In a way, sometimes yes. Trendy, not so much. Popular, I don't know. You tell me. Life of the party depends what kind of party it is. Because I also don't like very crowded places, as I've noticed, because I feel other people's energies, and that's going to be a topic for Wednesday. So I feel other people's energies, and when there's a room full of people, I find that I get overwhelmed sometimes, depending, again, what kind of a party it is. Next, they will rarely book follow-ups, so be sure to help with this. Believe that they are great multitaskers, but they are not. So that is definitely me. Like I said, I am a yellow personality. I have tons of yellow. For me, I love to help and support people and motivate people and excite people. Indecisive, yeah, of course. Blue. And with these ones, you guys, at the end of this video, there, we're back. Okay, so let me know which personality you think you are so far. And if you're more than one personality, that's absolutely fine, because you're not the only one. It's actually very good to have a little bit of everything. Just find what you want the most, and that's where I'll get to as well. Okay, so green personality, which is a lot of me. And I didn't realize that I knew I was green. I knew I was analytical, but I didn't realize, I didn't pay attention, I guess, of just how analytical I am. And this is where Marina Simone had pointed it out to me today. And she was like, well, I don't mean to come across as tough, right? But it sounds like you need it. I'm like, yes, come on, bring it on, right? So she told me that I am a very green personality, that I'm very analytical, that as we were having a conversation, I'm already analyzing and thinking and overthinking. So like I said, because I'm always analyzing, I didn't realize it and didn't analyze myself, but that's besides the point. We'll get to how these things could affect you or are affecting you. You'll probably notice it as well, right? And chances are you already know. And then what you can do about it. Because just because you're one thing or two things or three things and you want something else does not mean you're stuck that way. Guys, you have a choice and you get to choose what you want and what you don't want, right? You get to pick and choose which ones you want. Multitasking does not work. Okay, great personality. Engineers, CPA, accountants, computer nerd. Well, I'm neither one of those. I'm just a person who loves personal development and I love to learn. And when I learn something, I want to learn everything I possibly can about that subject. And I take notes, as you guys can tell and know by now. I always go with notes, mainly to keep myself on point, but also so that way it gives me ideas and gives me more information in here so I can remember it. And later on, I can use it and reuse it and repurpose it. Okay, so next trait, logical, not emotional. Well, I am an emotional person, but that's where the yellow comes in. And then the blue, where the excitement and the hyperness. Like I said, I am a split personality in a way. And it's good because that's where you're able to be a chameleon. Because if you want to succeed in life and in business, especially in business, you have to be a chameleon. You have to conform to the people that you are dealing with, working with, or want to work with. Okay, there's ways for that as well, and I'm not going to get into it because it's another huge long topic. How do I know? I've been learning. This is me analyzing and learning and learning and learning. Okay, we'll ask for information again and again and again. Why? Because I hear something once and I will hear it next time. I'll hear something else and I hear something else. Because also when we ask for information from someone, that someone will give a different response on a different day. So if I ask them something today, the same question, tomorrow their answer might be a little different. So I'll learn something from that answer, and then the day after will be a little different. So that is why I would ask a question again and again and again. And I don't necessarily feel bad, but then again, I find myself more so doing the research and finding the answers to my questions on my own, as opposed to annoying and bothering people. I don't like being a nuisance. We'll do research for self. Exactly what I just said. Like to be right. Doesn't everyone? Doesn't everyone? Come on. You can't close a green. So if you're trying to recruit them into your business, you can't close them. So feed them information and they will decide. So you just give them information, leave them alone, and they will decide on their own. And this is exactly what happened with me, because when I joined the company in my business, I wasn't asking for information very much. I just asked for what I wanted, and I was left alone, and I decided on my own, and I did my reading and my listening and my observing and my things, my analytical things, and I decided on my own. Now for that one, the example is Mr. Spock. I'm Mr. Spock. Red personality. Think of Donald Trump. Like to be in charge. Great organizers. Always improving things. Always think that they know best way to do something. Focused on bottom line. Interested in ROI. Don't listen because they know it already. All reds think that they're yellows. I believe that. Love, recognition, and competition. Reds will make lots of money. I can see a little bit of a red in myself. I'm a great organizer for the most part, but not always. Depends what it is that I'm organizing. I like to be in charge. Yes. I like to lead people. right? I've always been a trendsetter, and I like people to follow me and follow what I do. But then again, isn't that how most people are? So I just gave you basically, and also the way how you can, how on this chart it shows. So yellow personalities people, they're slow and deliberate. Blue personality people, quick, activity, spontaneous. Green is slow, deliberate, ideas, concepts, and results. And red as ideas, concept, results, quick, activity, spontaneous. So clearly the red personality is the one that we all want. Now, I know we're all busy, so I'm gonna try not to keep you guys here for the rest of the day, unless you really want to. Okay, so what personality trait are you? By now, listening to all of these, you should be able to tell which one you are more like, which one is your most dominant one. And if you're like me, chances are you might not realize which one is your most dominant one until you ask the people in your life. And if someone is able to tell you what color personality you are within 5 minutes into a conversation, I think you should listen to them. I think you should, because that's exactly what happened to me. We're talking for like 5, maybe 10 minutes, and she just tells me exactly what personality color I am. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't think of it like that. But it's truly eye-opening, right? And I don't take things personally because I already knew I had that trait in me. I just didn't realize just how dominant it is. So I listened and I took notes. You have to, right? If somebody so successful is willing to give you 15 minutes, which turns to almost 30 minutes of a conversation of their time, then you better take notes, okay? And then actually do something with them. Don't just take notes. So she was talking about the video that she did that I watched twice and took notes on that video and haven't done anything with it because there's never time. There's other things I need to get done because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and that's another topic as well. I don't like that label because I don't want to get into it because it's another topic, right? But I don't identify myself as a stay-at-home mom. I identify myself as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and not necessarily as a mom. Yes, they are a part of me, and I love them, and I do anything for them, and they make me happy as much as they irritate me. That's just children. But I am not one of those moms that enjoys cleaning the house, that enjoys cooking, that enjoys wiping kids' butts, that enjoys sitting down and doing their homework with them. I'm honestly not one of those moms. Yes, once in a while I will do that with them, but that is not who I am. Okay, I'm more about empowering, and my children too. I will help and empower them as opposed to, I don't know, what else is there, right? And I'll bring them out and I'll take them places. I'm a more of an adventurous person than that. So that is what kind of a mom I am, in case if you were wondering. So that was a great conversation I had as well. So anyways, let's get going. Like I said, I thought I was more of a yellow. I did not realize just how dominant my green was and just how analytical I was. And I loved it. Let's be honest. And that's why when someone asks you, you find a way, somebody tells you these things, right? You find a way to listen, to take notes, and to take action. That's why at the bottom it says action, right? Take action, or whatever I put on there. I don't remember. Okay. What else did I write here? That's when someone asks to help. I go out. Okay. So that's why when somebody asks me for help, because my yellow personality, right? I always want to help. And I always find a way to help. But then that is where those of you that have asked questions and asked me one question and probably wanted just a little bit of an answer, I literally went out of my way and found answers for you, probably even websites or videos or something to help, and then explained why. I give you the answer and then explained why. That is my analytical side coming into play, giving you all that information that you need, and then you go and you work with it. Okay, then you go and you deal with it, then you go and you apply it. Because when you learn something, there's no point of learning. And that's one of the things also that was said to me, and I agree with it 100%. And I know that, and that is why a lot of people in our business are struggling. Because we all think that we are coachable, right? We all think we're coachable. But what is a coachable person? A coachable person is someone who learns something and actually takes action and does something about it. If you're continuously learning and learning and learning and learning and learning, like I was for a little while, then I realized something is wrong. Maybe I'm not coachable, even though I know I am, because I'm learning, I'm coaching myself, I'm doing well. Mind you, it was great because I put a lot of information in there. Now I have that all that information. I need to tame it down to when it comes to learning and actually start doing something, start applying these things that I have learned. So, coachable person will learn and apply. Learn and apply. Someone who's not coachable is going to learn, think they know better, and not do anything about it. Okay, so how is your color personality affecting you, your life, and your business if you have one, or your job? Right? We all have one of those. Even if you're a mom, that's still your job. Even if you're not a mom like me, even if you're a mom that likes to clean and cook and be an actual, I don't want to say an actual mother because I'm still an actual mother, but when you're all about kids and your kids this is what you can talk about for hours and hours and hours, right? That is who you are. So you're still probably going to be struggling with one of these things that may be in your personality. So this is what you do. First, figure out what color you are, right? By now you might know, and if you don't, ask people that know you best. Ask people that you talk to all the time. Even people that you have just spoken to for the first time, they might be able to tell you what kind of a personality you are if they have an idea what personality traits are and what they mean. So find out what color you are. Then after you do, you can see what traits come with that color personality. If you're not sure, reach out to me. My analytical twin will send you the information. Or you can Google yourself if you're analytical yourself and you just want to go and do it yourself and figure it out on your own because maybe you want to put in the time because you know you're going to learn a lot more than as opposed to me sending one or two things to you. Whatever works, right? Or maybe you're red. You know it all and you don't need anyone to tell you anything of anything. Whatever you are, that's absolutely fine. You need to be, like I said, you need to have all colors of the personality traits in you, the ones that you want. So see what traits of color personality that are holding you back from that color, because there's going to be some. And then what you can do is it's not as easy, but you can throw them out and stop doing those things. I know the analytical part of me is actually hugely beneficial. It's hugely beneficial. I just need to not so much focus on that and go with the other ones, right? Focus on the other ones more. And the other thing we can do is see the other color personality traits. Maybe what I'll do is I'll post that picture in the comments below so that way you guys can take a look at it and see. It's very nice. Very nice because it's all like colored in there. So you can see very easily what's what. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than just that, but that is a great way to start. So see what other personality traits you want from the other colors and apply them. Start doing them, right? Most of the time, it's going to be taking action. So start doing them every day, every single day. They will become a habit, and then they will become a part of you, and they will become who you are. You will become the new you. Okay? So that was pretty much all I wanted to talk about. And don't focus. This is one of the biggest things that most people are struggling with. Don't focus on having all the answers, because everyone is always wanted to find, not everyone, right? But most people want to have all the answers before they can take a first step. Don't focus on that. You need to just pick up and go and focus on doing, focus on the action, and focus on the result. Because as you go, you will learn whatever it is that you are trying to learn and whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Those things will come to you. You just need to go, 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 build and grow. Everything else will follow. Okay, so that is all for today. This was Money Monday, by the way, if you guys weren't aware. A little bit of everything in there. Anyways, have a great Monday, and I will see you guys all on Wednesday. Bye. Thanks for watching.